If your cat scratches this spot in your house, watch out. Cats are mysterious animals. Anyone who has lived with a cat long enough knows that their behavior often carries meaning beyond what we first notice. One of the most common behaviors cats display is scratching. At first glance, scratching might seem like a simple habit, something cats do to sharpen their claws or stretch their bodies. However, when a cat repeatedly scratches a specific spot in your house, it may be signaling something important. Paying attention to this behavior can help you understand both your cat and your environment better. First, it is important to understand that scratching is a natural and necessary activity for cats. Cats scratch to maintain the health of their claws by removing the outer layer. This action also helps them stretch their muscles, particularly in the shoulders and back. In addition, scratching serves as a way for cats to mark territory. When a cat scratches a surface, it leaves both visual marks and scent signals. Cats have scent glands in their paws, so every scratch leaves a chemical message that other animals can detect. This behavior tells other animals that the space belongs to them. However, the situation becomes more interesting when a cat focuses on scratching a particular location in your home. If your cat repeatedly scratches the same wall, floorboard, doorframe, or corner, it may be reacting to something unusual. Cats are extremely sensitive creatures. Their hearing, smell, and sense of vibration are far more advanced than those of humans. Because of this heightened awareness, they sometimes detect things that humans cannot easily notice. One possible explanation is that your cat is reacting to sounds or movement behind the wall or under the floor. Small animals, such as mice, rats, or insects, often hide inside walls or crawl spaces. While humans may not hear them clearly, cats can detect tiny scratching noises, movement, or vibrations. When a cat scratches a particular spot, it may actually be trying to reach the source of those sounds. In many cases, homeowners later discover that there really was a small animal hiding behind that area. Therefore, a cat scratching a specific location could be an early warning sign of a pest problem in the house. Another reason cats might scratch a certain spot is related to changes in the environment. Cats are highly sensitive to shifts in temperature, humidity, and air movement. If there is a small gap, crack, or weak structure in the wall, cats might notice it before humans do. Air leaking through small openings can carry scents or create slight temperature differences that attract a cat's attention. Scratching that area might be the cat's way of investigating the unusual sensation. In some cases, the behavior may also be linked to stress or anxiety. Cats rely heavily on familiar territory to feel safe. When something in their environment changes, such as new furniture, new people in the house, or unfamiliar animals outside, they may scratch certain areas more frequently to reinforce their territorial markings. The scratching becomes a way of reassuring themselves that the space is still theirs. If the scratching spot is near a window, door, or hallway, your cat might be responding to outside animals or unfamiliar scents entering the home. There is also an interesting psychological element to consider. Cats often develop habits based on routine and reinforcement. If a cat scratches a spot and receives attention, whether positive or negative, it may continue the behavior simply because it has become part of its daily routine. Over time, the cat might return to the same location repeatedly, even if the original reason is no longer present. In such cases, the scratching spot becomes a kind of behavioral anchor for the cat. Some people also believe that cats possess an intuitive sensitivity to subtle environmental changes that humans cannot easily detect. For example, cats are known to react before earthquakes in some documented cases, possibly because they can sense small vibrations in the ground. While scientific evidence for many of these claims is still debated, it is clear that cats have sensory abilities that allow them to notice things far beyond normal human perception. Therefore, when a cat becomes unusually focused on a specific area, it may be worthwhile to investigate the location carefully. From a practical perspective, homeowners should take a balanced approach. Not every scratching behavior is a sign of danger or hidden problems. Often, cats simply enjoy certain textures such as wood, carpet, or wallpaper. However, If the behavior appears obsessive or suddenly begins without a clear reason, it might be worth checking the area. Listening for noises behind the wall, inspecting for cracks, or looking for signs of pests could reveal the cause. At the same time, providing appropriate scratching alternatives is essential for maintaining harmony in the home. Cats benefit greatly from scratching posts, pads, and climbing structures designed specifically for their needs. When these alternatives are available, cats are less likely to damage furniture or walls. Placing scratching posts near the areas where the cat likes to scratch can help redirect the behavior without causing stress for the animal. In conclusion, a cat scratching a specific spot in your house can mean several things. It might simply be part of normal claw maintenance, territorial marking, or habit. However, it could also indicate that the cat senses something unusual, such as pests behind the walls, environmental changes, or unfamiliar scents. Because cats have highly developed senses, their behavior sometimes reveals hidden details about our surroundings. By paying attention to these small signals, cat owners can better understand their pets and maintain a safer, more comfortable home environment for both humans and animals.